You just got, this is Keystone Detour, coverage from the Punksy Boys. We just got done covering Groundhog Day 2007. We just now finished up with Phil's, what's the word?
Prognostication.
Again, I'm an illiterate. I can't speak certain words.
It's hard to say when you haven't slept in, 27 hours?
28 to be exact. Yes, I have been keeping track. But yes, all went well, and I'll tell you what, the theme of today's this whole coverage of Groundhog Day this year was the new kids on the block, right? You handed down the torch to the Punksy Boys to cover Groundhog Day, and of course, Mr. Daly handing down the torch of the new Groundhog handler.
Well, I'm going to hand you the microphone, and actually talk into the microphone would be helpful, rather than sticking it in your ear.
Really? Really?
Well, let me ask you this. Your first experience as the primary coverage for Keystone Extra, for Keystone Detour, your experience in finding out that you are indeed a budding celebrity. What do you make of all this, man? What do you make of your team that helped bring it and made it all happen?
Well, obviously I don't make nothing of my team because I'm shamelessly self-promoting myself. Sorry, guys. No. Lenny
Kravitz walks up to him the other day and thinks he's a celebrity, and now his head.
My head's up in the clouds where your head is now.
How does that make you feel, and busting on you like that, man?
Too tired to care.
You're exhausted. You guys now, was this the first Groundhog Day? You didn't come here last year. Dustin Seipel, not a Punksy boy, Reynoldsville, came down here to help out this year. Give us your impressions of Groundhog Day from the standpoint of being, a Groundhog Day virgin.
I don't know, it was fun, cold. It was good, better than I expected.
Better than you expected. What did you expect?
I don't really know.
Didn't know. Cassie, now this is your second year. Bigger crowd this year than last year.
A little bit bigger, yeah.
Now you braved it out. You stuffed. Did you get some good shots down there? You stayed down there, right smack in the middle of the stage. Were you able to get some good shots?
Yeah. Unfortunately, being beaten, bludgered, bumped into all the time. But I got some pretty good shots, and even though it was colder than last year, I think it's going to turn out all right.
What is? I want to ask you guys, and I understand we're all tired. I mean, normally there's a lot more energy that's flying around. We are absolutely fried right now. What is your take on the whole spectacle? The fact that this happens over, this giant squirrel that comes out and tells the world what the next 6 weeks of weather is going to be, and thousands and tens of thousands of people come out to see this. To me, this whole thing's just flat out bizarro.
Well, I agree with you, and I agree with you, Sam, but in a way, I also believe that, like everything else, though, it has its goods and it has its negatives as well. Just like anything in life. I mean, obviously it does well for the town, well for the tourism, but my biggest problem with Groundhog Day is this atmosphere, everything that happens. You only get that feeling one time a year. What about the other 364 days of the year in this town?
That is a very good point. That's a very good point. It ought to be like this every day of the year. No sleep, party, just stay up all night.
And then you can do Sam's job.
What's that?
So give us about a year before that to catch up on sleep then.
Yeah, I'd like to sleep like more.
I'll tell you what, I was getting disillusional earlier. Were you? Well, honestly, I have tape of Sam saying stuff, and I'm going to be getting money. I can assure you of that. Money.
Now that would imply that I have money to give you, Corey. Okay, we're going to wrap this up, this nonsense. We do have hours and hours of good video footage, but I'm not going to mess right now with trying to get that up because it's already all over the web. We will produce our own shows, and we will get some stuff up, the Punksy Boys and myself, from Punxsutawney 2007 Groundhog Day, but not anytime soon, because what are we going to do right now, boys? We're going to go home and do what?
Hibernate.
What? What do you want?
Amazing. All right, from Groundhog Day.
Sleep.
That would be it. From Groundhog Day 2007, your ultimate Groundhog Day insiders and our crew, Cassie, Justin, Dustin, Corey, myself. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. We remind you, we don't have a lot, again, there's not a lot of video up there at the moment. There will be coming down the road, but you can always tune in and listen to the archives on Blog Talk Radio of the 3-hour live broadcast. 3-hour live that was nuts.
How'd you pull it off? As a matter of fact, we all participated in that one. How did we pull that off?
It went fast though, didn't it?
Oh yeah, it did actually.
And from what I understand, we actually got some amazing interviews from people that came from all over the world. So I'm interested myself in tuning in and listening to see what a great job that you guys did. Find out what sort of interesting things people had to say about Groundhog Day and their trek here. So go to Blog Talk Radio, look for the archive for Real Phil. You can actually just go to therealphil.net and click on the Blog Talk Radio button for the live cast, and you'll go to the archives as well. So, peace to you. Tune back into therealphil.net and Aterocom, and of course Keystone Extra. We do have some things planned for Keystone Detour, these guys' segments. Corey, real quick, give a plug to your show. You guys wanted to do another segment coming up for Keystone Detour. Tell us a little bit about what you have planned. I thought it involved taking me out into a cemetery late at night.
Oh yes. Anybody that knows me personally, and as you know, my first Keystone Detour project was the Bigfoot Chronicles. I am an what's the word? Fan? Avid, yeah. I'm sorry, Sam. Not everyone has an
Dude, easy. You asked me what the word was, and I told you.
Okay, all right. I'm a little tired. You just have to excuse me, all right? The military knows what they're doing. But anyways, anyone that knows me knows that I'm an avid fan of the paranormal, and I've been doing investigations for several years, ghost investigations, and I'm going to take Mr. Atero on one. He seems to have the personality where he don't back down and he don't get scared, but we're going to put his nerve to the test, so to speak.
What?
You're a big wuss. You're a big wuss.
I did tell him, Missy, that I'd probably end up breaking down and crying like a little girl.
Yeah, you would.
I would. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're gonna see. I think it would make for great coverage. I really do. But I have to tell you, knowing you guys, I am concerned. I am a little scared. But we're going to see how it's going to go. And I'm down for it. Do you have like the real deal, the real ghost story that you want to expose me to?
Oh yeah. The real in-field investigation. And you're absolutely right. You really don't know what you're in store for, Sam. So the only way for the viewers to find out is to tune in.
There we go. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up because we're just rambling aimlessly, and it's absolutely pointless. Okay, for the last time, thank you so much for tuning in to therealphil.net. Thanks to Blog Talk Radio. Go on there, listen to the broadcasts. We had a blast. And we'll see you maybe next year. Maybe.